You gotta make sure to click the camera when it goes on.
It's the show that sucks.
I will.
With your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Please delete this or people will commit suicide. Jesus Christ. Next comment.
Yeah, I hope someone commits suicide because our show. There'll be so much
You're a
publicity.
terrible freaking person. Jesus.
We get so much publicity though. Think of the Twitch dollars.
The Twitch dollars.
Think of all the pennies we can make.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Who will win in a fight, Drew or Rico Suave? I mean,
Again,
guess
I'd have to go Drew.
Rico has weird naked pictures of himself on the internet, so probably Drew.
Hey, don't we all though?
Would you fuck a pony?
Would you fuck a pony? Would you fuck a pony?
Hey, we're answering. Hey, we're asking
would-
the questions.
Oh, fuck this. Man, I am the fucking motherfucking ponies, man.
I would fuck a pony. Would you?
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? You know what I just realized? That I could have just lowered the tripod and have this camera angle not be so stupid.
You coulda.
I could have.
You coulda.
I totally could have.
Now
But
we gotta
anyways,
look over there.
are you gonna? We're at your place.
Yeah, we're at my house.
We're at
everyone.
Honzo Gonzo's house. He is so poor.
I'm incredibly poor.
Not really, but that's the only light. You can't even see it.
My
It's
lamp.
in the room. It's just. That's
I
the
didn't have a
only light.
lamp for like a month. You're lucky I have the lamp. I only got the lamp. I think I didn't even have it for a couple of the shows. I
Yeah?
was just like sitting here and I was using the light out there.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I was like this weird goblin of light. But yeah.
We're
This is
here.
my abode. That's where the magic happens.
Oh god, I need to get out of here.
Anyways. Yeah, a bunch of stuff happened. Harrison's been a busybody.
I have been very busy.
Let's start with your birthday, because that's the most important thing we have to talk about.
Too bad I don't have a picture of the board because it's the stupidest board ever. But I invited everybody over for Settlers of Catan. If you guys watch this episode or watch this show at all, you would know I play the game all the time.
Harrison's in love with Settlers.
But we had a good game. We had full 6 people.
It was
you-
not a good game.
It was not a good game. You actually almost won.
I was trying to sneak my way so hard. I do have to admit, one time I cheated.
One time.
One time I cheated. I had 8 cards
Fucking
and someone
glad I beat your ass then.
I had 8 cards and someone played tonight. You checked it too. You're like, do you have more than 8 cards? I was like, do I? And you're like, no, you had 7. So I was like, okay.
Oh, I thought I.
I was cracking up. That was the exact time. So I cheated once.
I was so glad you lost.
But like, I got 2 more cards, and then the next turn I got someone playing tonight. So I was like, okay, well, I'll get 5 cards, whatever.
But yeah, that's what I did. Played Settlers of Catan, drank Guinness.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Took forever, but
Yeah, it
you
did.
won because you used fish. Motherfucking
Dude,
Jesus
fish
strat.
is my Jesus strat where I just collect all
Just
the
go
fish.
to the desert and fish like shit.
But yeah, I'm do I say my age? Is that how the internet works?
You can if you want.
No, I'm 26 years old. Ugh.
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm getting to be like Hell Pockets like age.
Hell Pockets age.
Even
This
though
is
I'll
some
never be-
mythical age. So it's like, let's not get that old. Like, let's stay away from there. You know.
But before my birthday, I probably saw some of you guys in chat. Hopefully, I was at TFC
Yeah.
and I was
the Fall
streaming
Classic.
Street Fighter, which I think is awesome because when I stream, that's all I care about is Street Fighter. And you know, when you get flown across the United States and get paid money to stream something that you enjoy, it's fucking awesome. So,
Yep.
Thank you to Hots and Capcom for letting me do that. It's awesome. And I think 25,000 people were watching Grand Finals. So, I wish it could have been a little bit more. I think like Twitch dropped the stream twice or something, but it was so good. I think the matches were crazy.
I watched a lot of Pepe Day's matches because that's the only one I'm interested in. Not the fact that I like Forte or even enjoy watching them. I just like people getting mad,
Yeah.
and he plays so crazy. Like the player himself is just crazy. So I like that.
I
Like,
don't
he'll
know.
just do crazy things. Like
I don't know if they're gonna show it or put it up on YouTube, but it was on stream. It was Pepe Day versus Smug, and Smug beat him. It was really close. It was super close, like down to the last hit, last round. And hopefully they upload that because it was. I mean, that's where he lost.
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting Smug to win that, to be honest, because I think Cyan is just way better than Smug,
Yeah.
and Snake Eyes is better than
The-
Smug, and that's just a really bad matchup.
And Snake Eyes is God at this point. Let's just be
Yeah,
real.
basically. And yeah, Snake Eyes. I mean, now we have Zangief and Capcom Cup.
Yeah, I'm glad he qualified. It would be kind of weird not to have him. Then again, it's gonna be kind of weird if Daigo doesn't qualify because I don't think he's.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't. He's never gonna get points at this point, right? He's
Yeah,
gonna have to go to a
he
tournament
has
and
to
win.
win something. And there's not that many tournaments coming up. I think. I think there's like 2 left, or was TFC the last one?
Qualifying
Yeah.
events. I don't know. I know there's NEC in like December, and I think it's right before Capcom Cup.
Yeah, I think it's the week.
It's like
before.
December 7th or something like that.
Week or 2 before.
Yeah. So if that's a qualifying event and he wants to get in, like that's what he's got to do.
You think Daigo cares?
No, no. Like I think he really this Evo. I think he really did care, but
Yeah. But I think after that,
but
it's
it's just
like
his character experience just wasn't there. I felt like.
I don't like. I know he was grinding it out. I
Yeah.
think everyone was like, he's just nonstop playing for like months, and I'm like, that's cool, but I really feel like you got to go to a lot of tournaments, travel a lot, even in just traveling in America for internationals, just to be sure that you're on top of it, because
Yeah.
it's hard to stay on top if people are gonna go and study you.
Especially with
You have to study them by
everybody
playing.
else traveling now.
Yeah,
I mean, you have Snake Eyes who's like going everywhere, and then you have I don't know. You just have all these players that are going everywhere, and you can't really expect to. I mean, he might be like the best ever, but I mean, eventually your time comes, right? And you're just not anymore.
I don't think playing in an arcade cuts it anymore. To be honest, I think you have to play
You gotta play online. You gotta
a
play all the
host of
goofy people.
a host of people. You gotta travel and you gotta play a lot of people from different regions. Because I mean, Luffy doesn't just sit in France and play
No,
French play. He travels around Europe, you know.
yeah.
So it's
Especially all the characters now. You just have to. Like,
you-
there's no way you're gonna find every matchup in your area. There's
yeah,
no way.
literally impossible.
Even in NorCal, when literally everybody plays a different character, you still can't play. You still can't find a matchup for every
Well, apparently
character.
everyone in North Carolina uses boxer. That's what I learned from last Miami Dojo.
Oh yeah, that's right. There are like three boxers in like a 16-man bracket, and everybody like flipped out.
But yeah, so Capcom Cup is coming. Well, let's talk about TFC. Let's not go on the Capcom Cup because there is stuff to talk about in regards to that. TFC. Oh God,
Hanzo's computer
my
just broke.
computer's falling apart. Hold on one second. TFC is.
Hopefully the stream's still going.
No, it is.
Okay, good.
It's just my panel always falls out.
Jesus Christ. This is what I deal with all the time.
Anyways, if
What
you
were you
guys don't
talking
know what's
about?
happening, my
TFC?
computer literally just fell
Talk
apart.
about TFC.
TFC.
On your side, did you watch it?
I did watch quite a bit of
Okay,
Marvel because I was quite interested in it. I watched a little bit of Unib, but I was kind of turned off by it because Arturo was winning, and it's just like Hilda was winning, and I'm just like,
Arturo was winning, so I was like, eh.
I don't think his Hilda's that good, but he keeps winning, so I can't say anything about it. But I think other Hildas that do worse than him are better, but he's just winning, so he's just got something. He's got the experience. He's just a better player. I don't know. But there was not that many Gordos. Is the reason I didn't really want to watch because I really enjoy watching Gordos just to see how they approach shit and see if I can't X copy that. But Lene won because Lene is broken. Lene is dumb character. She's not even top 5, but I hate her. And yeah, it was fun to watch. I enjoy watching any new. It'll be interesting to see how it goes along. For the tournament season, it's very popular still, so I'm all glad for that. Marvel wise, was pretty crazy.
I was gonna say, was it good? I was watching there and I was falling asleep, but I couldn't tell if it was bad Marvel or just like me being tired.
It was good. There's Florida in top 16, which I really enjoy watching Florida play. They play really wacky.
I felt like every match that I watched was just like terrible Marvel. Like
No, I was more hyped for the earlier matches, to be honest.
it was the
top
earlier
16?
matches. Like once it got to the end,
It kind of fell off because the only person I would actually enjoy watching is Jan near the end.
I mean, he
'Cause-
got to grand finals, right?
Yeah, I love watching Jan.
But that match is like kind of
all those matches are terrible
Yeah, that's
for
true.
that. You know, Hulk Hager is good. It's really simple, but it's like Jan's defining characteristic is he just doesn't get hit. Like you can't open him up. It's really hard. So if you can do that with characters that are gonna just swat people, then you have a lot of chances to just randomly hit them because you're not gonna be taking damage. So
yeah.
and you have a lot of health to take the chip. So I mean, Jan's a big body player, so you know he excels at that. He's one of the best Potemkins in America back in the day.
Yeah.
Just because he could block everything. So we will I don't know why I just said that. I think it was good overall. I really like watching Green Ace play. He's really fun to watch because of his Trish Dante shenanigans, and Marvello's dumb fuck Strider shit is cool. I don't like his Nova because all Nova's terrible. Fuck Nova. Fuck Nova
Yeah.
as a character. Fuck him. I don't like Nova. But yeah, it was pretty standard though. I did enjoy watching it. I enjoyed people losing and being mad. It's always
Yeah.
fun. It's always fun to watch.
Losing and being mad.
Yes. Always fun
That's
to
like every
watch.
Marvel.
That's why I love it, Harrison. That's why I love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. But we all know that Kinder Party didn't get top 16 because he sucks.
And didn't invite me to his fucking
And he
pizza
didn't invite you
party.
to his pizza party. So
He's like, "Hey, look at this pizza party," and it's like a bunch of pizza. And I was like, I was at the venue.
someone's not coming back on the show.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell?
You gotta bribe us. So that's how it works. You gotta give us things.
I know.
That's how you get on the
That's
show.
that's how
Hell
everyone-
Pockets.
That's how everybody.
Hell Pockets gave me something like 2 years ago for like a sip of soda, and I'm like, okay, you're on the show.
It doesn't take much.
No,
but you have
KB's
to
gave
give
me
us
like
something.
half a chicken strip one time, and he's on like 5 times. I don't care. Throw him every time. Every day he wants to come on. I don't
Kubek
care.
gave us like a free taxi ride.
What was I gonna say?
Street Fighter.
Street
Talk about
Fighter.
Street-
There was there's a lot of good matches. I really enjoyed watching who was it? It was Sanford versus
Jibbo.
no.
That's a
That
really
was
good match
that
too.
was a great match. I saw that one. That was early on.
Yeah, that was pool play.
Yeah, I
for
saw
sure.
that.
That was crazy.
But it was someone else. It was Sanford versus someone. I think it's who beat Sanford in top 8.
I can't remember. Because Sanford beat Snake Eyes and the Snake Eyes ran it back.
Was it Knuckle Dew?
It might have been.
It might have been.
I can't. There were so many matches
Yeah,
there, dude.
there-
It was so hard to remember.
Knuckle Dew versus was it did Knuckle Dew eliminate Paper Day? With DiCaprio?
Yeah, with DiCaprio.
The
Yeah.
DiCaprio. That was a pretty crazy match. Just because it was DiCaprio using her air options to basically blow up Fuerte's air options.
Yep.
And Paper Day didn't really adapt to that as quickly as he should have. But yeah, there's just a crazy amount of matches, and that just shows testament how varied Street Fighter is right now compared to the last version. Because I mean, the last version was like, okay, Cammy, Kuma shit. But now we have a lot more
I think
characters.
it was still there. It wasn't as what's the word? Anyway, there wasn't as many different characters, I guess, but
Yeah,
it
but
was
who's
still
top tier?
there.
Who's top tier?
Now,
Yeah.
I think Yun,
Yeah, but there's
Viper.
Where are all these players? You know?
Those haven't been around for a while though. Like
That's true.
those haven't been around since 2012. Like all those characters are top tier, but there's so many other characters that are viable that it kind of and you can win by being good, I guess. As opposed to it's gotten more and more like that, I think, as the game has progressed. Yeah.
So you think that we're seeing more character variety simply for the fact that the person playing the character is just getting better.
Yeah.
As
And
a
it's just
whole.
like it kind of sucks because people are. I mean, they didn't fall into the trap because you didn't know it was a trap when it happened, but like you're just gonna lose matchups, and it's too late in the game to change your characters. Like, look at Tien.
I know it's
It's like, oh, Zangief,
Sagat.
you're just fucked. Try and counterpick. I mean, I think he should have stuck with Sagat more, but
Yeah, but the fact is, the players that are going to get counterpicked, they've played those counterpick matches all the time.
yeah,
You think Snake Eyes have never played the Sagat matchup? You don't think he knows that matchup incredibly well?
I think everybody in SoCal has Sagat to try
Yeah.
and beat
So
Snake Eyes.
I don't doubt that during Wednesday fights, like 30 people will just pull out Sagat on him just trying to randomly win out.
Yeah,
And it's not a bad idea, but I'm sure he's used to it at this point. So like, even counterpicking is not that good. I mean, you might have a better chance. I'm not saying it's bad.
I don't think like people are even counterpicking anymore. It's just like
Trying to
I
random
think
out a win.
I think like no, it's kinda, but it's like right now it's like Knuckle Dude is like playing DiCaprio. It's like, you know what? I think my Knuckle or my DiCaprio is just better now. Like right now in this situation, it's like
Not necessarily
Huda
about
Man playing
matchups.
Honda and DiCaprio. It's like, some matchups might be better, but sometimes it's like, you know what? Like I'm feeling better with this character right now, and I'm gonna play either DiCaprio or Honda or whatever you're playing.
Yeah.
Because it's no matter how hard you try, it is so hard to just play one character when there's so many characters out there. Especially when you want to try and have fun in a
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
Like so many people have, crazy alt characters or whatever. Like I have T-Hawk. Like I even Cody's like awesome, but holy shit, playing same character for 3.5 years straight, it doesn't get fun anymore.
My my first alt team was Hulk, Thor, She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And I play that. I still
Oh
play
yeah,
it
yeah.
because it's fun and
Yeah.
it's really stupid. But I mean, it's not good, but it's just dumb and stupid,
Yeah.
and I enjoy it. So
The same thing with like I think any of those characters, like, oh, I just want to goof around and do whatever. But I mean that's always been a bad matchup, Gen versus Zangief since vanilla, and now it's just like super bad because Zangief is just so much better, and Gen got like nothing except more stun, which is really dumb in my opinion because uh why does he need stun when he needs more damage first of all, because he does so many hits in all of his combos that once you get to a stun, you're already at like 50% damage reduction. It's like, oh, what do you do? I got a stun and I get a full jumping combo. Who cares? It's gonna do like 30 damage because I've already done medium kick cans, FADC, fierce punch, medium kick, waterfall kick, and then all the kicks up to it. It's like, oh, I got stunned. Oh well, who cares? I'm gonna take like no damage.
that's true.
So he just needs more damage.
I wouldn't say that. I
Why?
don't know. Because you give Gen an inch, I don't know. He takes it pretty far. Okay.
He needs to be vanilla again. That's what he needs to be. Like, I don't want to beat
Okay.
around the bush here. He just needs revert him back to vanilla. Give him everything. I don't give a shit. That was his best.
He was super good though. Like, you have to understand that. People aren't realizing that he's very, very good. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be good,
Yeah.
but I think if you tone down his meter gain and give him vanilla again, I don't see the problem with that.
Why tone down his meter gain? That's
He
literally
gained
all
a
he has.
fuck ton of meter.
Yeah, that's what made him so good. There's so many other good characters though. There's so many other good characters, but I forgot what we were talking about anymore.
I don't even know. We were just kind of talking about shit.
We were just talking about counter
Anyways,
picks and how they're.
CFC. Was it a great event, Harrison?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Are you kidding me? As soon as I showed up, they were like, "Hey, you need anything?" They got everything that I needed done. All the tournaments, to my knowledge, ran smoothly. Everything was on time. People showed up to their pools. Hopefully, I wish I could have set it up a little bit earlier on Saturday night, but that was just whatever. That's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
The event was great. The hotel was good. Was really good actually.
How do you like
what?
How do you like North Carolina?
I had a chance to try a couple barbecue places when I was there. And the first place that I went to, I guess let me just keep it on TFC before I go like crazy.
Okay.
But all the guys, Larry, Big E, like they did an amazing job, and everything ran smoothly. The internet was good, except for it dropped for like 15 minutes. But I mean, when you go to East Coast and all that weather and shit, it's just like, I
That's the
mean,
best you're gonna get.
what do you expect? Stuff's gonna happen and you just can't control it. Like I was walking to CVS, I was walking into a thunderstorm and I could see the lightning and I was like, oh shit, I gotta like get my toothbrush and get the hell out of here before this thunderstorm comes and electrocutes me and there's gonna be no Capcom tournament. But yeah, everything was great. My room was good. If they have it there next time, that'll be awesome. That'd be great. I'd totally go.
Tell me about the barbecue, Harrison.
Barbecue.
That's all I care about.
The barbecue. The
That's literally
barbecue.
all I care about.
So I did try fried chicken just because. So we went to this one place. It was called the Pit, and apparently, everybody was like, "Oh my god, guys, the Pit! It's so good. It's like the best in the country." And I was like, "All right." So we go there. I order brisket and fried chicken with mac and cheese and French fries, I think.
Okay.
And sweet potato fries because I love sweet potato fries. I know it's like a hit. I know people either love sweet potato fries or hate sweet potato fries. But anyways, so we were eating. It was good. It was good. The brisket was good. The barbecue sauce was good. The fried chicken was good. The sweet potato fries could have been a little bit better. I felt like the mac and cheese was good. Everything was just good. It wasn't like, oh my god, blow my socks off. This is the greatest barbecue I've ever had in my entire life. It wasn't like that at all. And I kind of wish we would have known what type of barbecue place it was, because it wasn't that the kind of barbecue place where you see on like the Food Network where they go in and you just see them like cutting up like giant slabs of steak, like, and you see the barbecue pit right there. It wasn't that kind of place. It was more of like not a super upscale place, but like kind of like a fancier type place, which is like, I hate those type of places.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive. We got a ton of food for pretty reasonable price, so that was good. But it was just eh. But on the way there, we saw a rotisserie chicken place, and we ate there, and we all agreed that place was way better than the place.
A rotisserie chicken place?
Yeah, it was just sold chicken.
Nice.
That was it. And it was super good. Mine was like chicken, like Roma tomatoes, grilled onions. It came with rice, and then on top it was like on top of French fries. So you might have.
I loved it.
Yeah, you will. And then they had like it was basically like a grape horchata drink.
Oh
It
Lord.
was it was like, all right. I'm not a huge grape guy, but it was good. It was good. But yeah, that place was great. Everywhere driving around was just trees everywhere. It was just trees.
So it is up here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
No, it's
Not?
not. No. You could have like hid. I don't know. You could have hid like nuclear silos like over the trees, and you would never know. You would never ever know. We were just driving around forever. It felt like there's nothing out there, but everything was just hidden behind trees. But then we ended up going to some like fun arcade, and we get there, and it was totally meant for some like 10-year-old kids.
Yeah.
But they said they had 150 arcade games, so we're like, all right, let's go and check it out. So we go there, and it was cool. Everything was like super nice. If I was married and had a kid and lived in North Carolina, I would totally take my kid to go to this place. But it was just like, whatever. But they had a super sweet miniature golf course, which if you follow me on anything, you saw a picture. Did you see that picture?
The Baja Blast. I was gonna tweet today. I just saw it today.
You just saw it today?
I just saw it today.
But all of the water at this miniature golf course was blue, and not the typical water blue. The
Baja Blast.
the toilet cleaner blue, the porta potty blue that you see at the bottom. It was It looked so gross, but dude, it was the best miniature golf course I've ever been on my entire life. It was awesome. So I got to do that, and then we went back and streamed top 16 that day. And you know what? I think it went really well. I think everybody did an amazing job.
Yeah,
Everybody
looked
did a
fine.
great job.
I would have watched more. I only got to see a majority of Sunday because I wasn't doing anything. But Saturday, I was at my brother's wedding. My brother got married, my oldest brother, in Battleground, Washington.
Battleground.
It's called Battleground. And then my brother asked, "Why is it called Battleground, Carter?" And I was like, "There's probably a battle here." That's what I think.
Good
That's
story.
my hypothesis. But yeah, I flew up there and got super drunk on a school bus because my brother's rugby team has a school bus, and so they picked us up on it, and I just started immediately drinking on the school bus, which is very illegal, and for a number of reasons. And so we spent all day drinking, and then at the wedding, I chugged a bottle of champagne.
Nice.
It's the first time I drinking champagne. That's why I mention it.
You know, I
I
think
never had it before. It's good.
the thing I forgot to mention for TFC. I mean, honestly, the venue is awesome because not only was everything was great, but right next to it they had a sports grill in the hotel right next to the venue, or right next to the hall room or
That's
whatever,
how
and it was open until 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm pretty sure they served food until 2 o'clock in the morning on Fridays and Saturdays or whatever. So especially when you basically had to drive or walk anywhere and it was raining and stuff, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
You can, and it was reasonably priced. You got a ton of food. It was just super nice to being able to have a place right there that you didn't have to worry about after everything is done. Hey, I want to go get something to eat. It was right there.
Final Round has something like that in their hotel. Yeah, I don't know how late it's open. 'Cause I've never been there that late. It's like at the bar area, but they
Yeah.
have food and stuff. But Final Round also has the luxury of having Waffle House right next to it.
Oh.
Waffle House is down the street, like a block away. And Waffle House is the greatest restaurant, probably
Ever.
breakfast wise,
Yeah. Why breakfast wise?
because that's all they serve. They serve
Oh.
breakfast.
Oh.
I think they serve lunch, but who the fuck? You're going for waffles and hash browns. But yeah, so Waffle House. Now people in the stream chat are probably going, "Hey, Waffle House is gross as fuck. Why would you go there? Why would you pay $1 for a waffle?" Well, I mean, it's $2 for 2 waffles or whatever the fuck it is. It's like $5 for a giant meal. I'm gonna eat there. Sorry. And it's great. I enjoy it. I enjoy that style of waffle.
Nice.
It's like Roscoe waffles. Roscoe's chicken and waffles has shit chicken, but their waffles are great. So bounce out.
So I think that's it for the TFC talk. If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo on Twitter. I just want to say one last time, it was a great event. If you're on the East Coast and you like playing fighting games, the next one they host, I don't see why you wouldn't want to go to it.
Yeah.
So, yep.
It's easy for East Coast to travel. I feel just like stuff like that. Like the Northeast can just go down to North Carolina. It's basically like us going down to like Fresno, I guess.
The one thing I wanted to talk about, it shouldn't take that long, but I kind of dislike streaming top 16 on Sundays.
Why?
I really wish that they would make it top 8 only and make it 3 out of 5 all the way. I really wish they would do that because
I agree.
It's cool. Top 16, it's cool, but I feel like it really takes away the top 8 being special. You know what I mean? Now it's not. I mean, there are more people and there are a lot more killers, and getting top 16 means a lot. Might actually mean a lot more than getting top 8 a couple years ago when more people weren't showing up. But I don't know. It's just not as special, and I feel like 2 out of 3. It just once it gets to top 8, it just goes too quick.
Now I thought it was all Capcom Fighter events. We're supposed to have top 8, 3 out of 5.
No.
No.
It's all Capcom Tour events are 2 out of 3 until Grand Finals, at which time it is then 3 out of 5.
We've had Capcom tour events though that have had top 8 3 out of 5 the entire time.
Evo was an exception
Evo.
that they made, and that is it.
What about really? CEO?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
There's been events though. It's top 8 and 3 out of 5.
There's been events. They
Well-
might have been like point events, but they weren't technically like a Capcom hosted event. Or you know what? Actually, one of those, you actually might be right. It might have been 3 out of 5 or something, but they didn't tell them, or it was supposed to be 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's always
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was one that was 3 out of 5. It might have been unauthorized, obviously, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's happened in the past.
Yeah.
So people are used to the idea at this point, and Evo
Yeah,
was that
yeah,
like that, and people enjoyed Evo.
I mean, obviously, you want Evo to be 3 out of 5 because let's face it,
That's Evo.
That's
Milk
Evo.
it.
You want to watch all these like.
I want to watch more matches. I
Yeah.
guess. I want to sit there and watch matches. Until...
Nobody's like. Nobody's watching Evo and be like, I got shit to do, guys. Like, come on, can we just speed this up a little
I got a
bit?
meeting. I have an important business meeting.
I gotta get ready for final round. All right. It's like no, nobody says that. Everybody wants to see these people play, and I just think having top 16, just having top 16 on Sunday was like, I don't know.
They should make top 16 to top 8 the main event of Saturday. That should be the main thing. Like, bam, we're gonna end Saturday with who gets in top 8. You know.
That's what they've done before.
Yeah, I'm just saying that should be standard.
You want at the same time, okay, you want like to build up more people in the scene, also like build up these players so people know who they are, and a lot of people, might not even watch pools, which is
I don't blame them, to be honest.
which yeah, I mean,
a lot of the pool matches is like, hey, that guy's much better than the other guy. Okay.
there was a lot of really good matches in pools. Obviously it's pools, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I think they were, for the most part, they were good. But yeah, people still just don't watch pools, which I don't a lot of the time. I mean, why when you have top 16 on Sunday? If it was top
even
8
top
on
8.
Sunday, then you're like, oh, when are they doing top 32 to top 8 or whatever on Saturday? I gotta watch that because
That's where all the killers are.
yeah, because that's where all the killers are. But a top 16, all the killers are for the most part, they're there. There might be one or two missing, but they're there. But it just makes it less special.
I agree.
Makes it less
I
special.
agree. I think any sane person would agree.
And but they got to make it 3 out of 5 if they only do top 8 because it's just too fast.
Too fast, and
I think top 16, I was like, holy crap, like this is going so fast.
I don't think top 16 should get points. Like, why are they getting these 2 points?
I don't know especially
when
when
the first person
first
has like
place gets like 256 points. It's like
I can get top 16 every single.
You know
fucking
why
Capcom
they do
Cup
that,
and
right?
Not be
It's
qualified.
not for points. It's for they're building their database, which you can go to CapcomProTour.com, and there's a player database. It gives them a reason, like, you know what? Like, we're trying to build this database, but we want you to be worthy. We don't want to just start throwing in people. Like, we want you to qualify for this event. That's kind of, it's like, here's points. But the whole reason is to get them into database. That's really the whole
Okay.
reason why they're
Okay.
getting points.
I see how that is. Capcom is spying on the FGC. That's what it is.
Yeah.
They're getting all the names.
They're
getting
getting
the
all the
names,
names.
the addresses. So when the day comes, click the button.
Click the button.
I'm trying to Triforce.
There's just gonna be like 100 missiles go out to all the top players.
Fucking Honzo will be the last top player. Yeah. But yeah,
That was the plan
we have
all along.
a couple tournaments coming up.
Do we?
Yeah,
What are these tournaments?
the only ones I know about are NEC and Capcom.
Oh, okay. They're still kind of a little ways away.
They are, but they're like the next big ones. NEC is coming up in December, and that's the big anime tournament. That's Anime Central, Anime It Up, and they also have Capcom games. So obviously, it's huge there. Philly. But anime is the main draw, I guess, for a lot of the people.
Yep.
And that should be fun to watch. Persona 4U 2 came out. Unio will be there. Bunch of good games. I think I don't know, Blaze Blue patch comes out before that. I don't know what the deal with that is.
I don't know.
Who cares?
Oh yeah. Speaking of patches, there's a Street Fighter patch
I was
coming out
gonna
tomorrow.
mention it after.
Oh, sorry.
So we have Capcom Cup. There's a number of announcements, Harrison, that were made recently.
Yeah.
I don't know if we covered them at all, but it's at the Warfield Theater. Ooh, yay!
Dude, okay, yeah, I'll let you finish, but I'm
Yeah.
super excited about that.
Yeah. I believe the tickets are. I think spectating's free, but the VIP tickets are $75.
You get like a bunch of cool stuff though. You get like
You
a
get
like a
swag.
bag, and then you get to go to like an after party that they're having at the Foundry, and the Foundry's like the shit right now.
Yeah.
And so
It's a big thing.
yeah.
So and then.
And you get VIP tickets
And you
at the
get
Warfield.
you might be able to meet us. Hey,
Well,
I
we
might
got-
sign something. I'll probably deny you. Anyways,
when I was on TFC, I was just like, somebody came up to me and it's like, "Can you sign my stick?" And I'm just like,
why does no one ask me? Like,
no, but it's like I've never.
I do that sometimes where someone goes to the doctor. Oh man, I love your show. But like, I have a show too. Like walk away. Like help me.
I don't know. I've just never been an autograph person in general.
I
I always
have,
like
man.
pictures.
Yeah, pictures are better.
Pictures are cool
Pictures
because
are
then it's
better.
like, oh, you got an autograph, or I don't know. It's just like whatever. But anyways, continue what you're talking about with Capcom Pro
We have the
Tour.
Megas coming. They are a band who is they're like a rock band. I've heard them before, so I'm actually pretty excited to see them live. The rock band that mainly
Oh, yeah,
focus
that's right.
on Mega Man themes, and they take those and turn them into rock songs.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
so I'm totally all for it, and that'll be exciting to watch.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. I don't go to many concerts, so that'd be fun.
If you guys have any questions, you can send them to @HarrisonSBA and @Honzo Gonzo
Yes.
on Twitter.
But yeah, it's at the Warfield Theater. That's pretty crazy. The Warfield's like a legit, I don't know, actual theater. So it's a little weird.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'll let you finish to like hype that up because I think it's pretty cool.
Hype it up, man.
Oh, so, I mean, they've been trying to make. I think the whole plan was to make this spectator thing, and the first one, the 25th anniversary,
I think it did a great job.
I think they did a good job. It was a spectator event, but at the same time, like there were stations there. It was more of like it kind of had more of a tournament feel to it, even though it wasn't a tournament. Like it's just like there's a tournament
It did,
there.
but there's a lot of other stuff there. They
Yeah.
had like their vendors and stuff. I guess it was kind of like a tournament.
Yeah,
but,
it was just
no,
weird.
but they had like the new patch or whatever at the time,
Yeah,
and then they had the new Street Fighter X Mega Man game that was exclusive
Yeah.
to. I mean, they had other things, and they had the car. I don't know what but I thought it was fine for what it was. It was the first time
Yeah.
too. Can't really fault them for that. But I think your point going is the
okay.
next
So
year.
the next year
it was
got smaller. There's none of that shit. There's seats for people to watch. That is it.
there
And
was stuff outside.
there
was
were yeah
Ultra.
there actually yeah you're right. There was stuff in the other room. There was the stations outside.
Yeah.
But it was like again smaller, condensed, more viewing. It was just they want people to watch this. That's what they want. Um, now now we're at the Warfield. Now there's
theater.
gonna be nothing there. There's gonna be you watching Street Fighter, and they're selling tickets. It's just gonna be a spectator event, which is what they want, and I think it's gonna be awesome.
So what I think it should be, because I think this should be the esports side of things, in that the international ala or worlds, in that you go there, you watch the fucking event, and then you go to an after party if you want. You pay
Yeah.
for it, and you pay to watch the event, or you can watch the stream and support the stream. Either's fine. But if you want to go to the event, you have to. It's competition. There's not that
Yeah.
many seats. We want to sit down. That's how the international is. That's how Worlds is. But I think Evo should just be the tournament for players. That's
Yeah.
everyone's playing at Evo. people play in the midnight. People are playing at the tournament. As soon as they're knocked out, you know what they're doing? They're gonna go play more. You know, they
Yeah.
might get something to eat. They're gonna play it, play.
Yep.
And I think that's perfect for Evo because that's more of what the community's about. In that we just get together and play games. That's all it is. But I feel like Capcom should go in this direction, a more esports style event, in
Yeah.
that it's more about the event itself. In that it's if you want to bring a setup in your hotel room, you're more than welcome to do that. But the majority of people are there to just watch the event.
Speaking of esports, like during top 16, like I should have thought it more through, but because I think it would have been really cool, but like I had an idea there, because it was just really awkward, like the Capcom like intro video, or where it counts down to like 0 or
Yes.
whatever. It sucks, but anyways,
It does. I hate it a lot.
So anyways,
I'm sure Hans made it. I'm insulting him, but
it goes away and it goes to the commentators, right? And obviously, this is getting projected to the main stage because that's just the way it is. Like, cause I don't have a switcher, I don't have any of that shit. Like, that's just the way it is. Anyways, so I was like, oh, like I should have like asked them because they probably would have been cool with it. But what I really wanted, because it was just awkward, because it was just cut to the commentators, and you would see them, if you're sitting in the audience, and then it would just be dead silence and them talking. It's like that's just weird, right? What I wanted to do is I wanted to bring them over the sound system, have them introduce, like, hey, are you guys ready for Street Fighter? And then like talk about something, and then I wanted to have them say, hey, so and so's gonna take it over. The guy, the hype man or whatever there. And then it's like, for people at the venue, make sure you guys get ready for so and so, and then have cut it over to James, and then James, you know, cut off the sound for them, and then starts talking on the stream. Like I wanted something like that, like a
yeah.
smooth kind of thing, and I accidentally left them on. I left them on, and they started talking, and they could hear themselves because the speaker's right there, and they were like, "Oh shit!" They just continued to start talking, and I was like, "Oh shit!" It's like, and so I turned them off, and then everybody in chat's like, "Oh my god, esports!" Oh my god! But I think that's such a cool idea, and I hope they do something like that at the Capcom event. I think it would be. I think the commentators they need to get involved with the people there.
Yeah,
I think
I
it's
agree.
it's a really good
That's
idea.
how it is in pretty much everything. I mean, normal sports do not have that. Like, you don't have the commentator. Like, if I'm sitting in the Giant Stadium, the commentators aren't talking in my ear.
No,
But
but you have the person announcing the lineup.
yeah,
You
you
have the
have
person announcing who's batting. You have the
you have
you
all that
have
stuff.
that. You have
Yeah,
that.
you have someone on the mic. Occasionally, which I
Yeah.
think is it's just occasionally.
Yeah.
Between matches even, and then, like people's thoughts where you shouldn't have commentary during the matches might distract the player, and that is a valid thought.
But
Okay? It might do
it's
it.
been proven to not matter many a times by a bunch of different events.
Yes, but people don't want that to happen for whatever reason. So if you have them during
if that
like
happens, like I wouldn't be surprised if that happens at the Capcom event. Like I don't think it would. It's not gonna happen. It might not happen anyway, but I'm saying like there might be a chance that something like that innovation for us might happen there.
I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. I think everyone would be fine with it if you just have it between matches.
Yeah.
And but usually my idea would be to have an analysis, not couch because that's tainted, but like a set of people who are actually post analysis of the match. Usually it's the commentators because it's pretty quick, bim bam boom. But I don't know. For an event like Capcom Cup, I think you can have something like that where the audience can hear the analysis but not the actual commentary.
Yeah.
That's pretty esports though. I don't know if we want that. That's a little.
The thing is, I was looking at all the matches, and guess how many people were using the headphones?
How many?
Like virtually all of them. Every single one. And you cannot hear anything with those things on.
Yeah, and more to support your point, when those players are in the soundproof booths, they fucking hear everything. Like I swear to God,
No,
it
yeah,
gets so loud
it's so
in
loud
the
you can't not
international
hear
that
everything.
they there was a level 1 Roche attempt, which means you go to Roshan, the big creep dude that you can kill for lots of experience and gold, at level 1, and it's really sneaky if you do it. If you do it really fast, like TP, you spend all these resources to do it really fast. Everyone gets hyped when they see that. They're like, "Oh fuck, they're gonna do this crazy thing." So they get really loud, and the commentators are like, "Hey, quiet down," so they don't, know about it.
Yeah.
But they heard that, and like you can tell, like as soon as the commentator said that, all 4 of them went all the way over and fucked up the whole thing.
Oh really?
So like even in these soundproof situations, that's still gonna happen. Like you
Yeah.
can't avoid getting distracted by anything. The crowd at Evo can be so loud that you cannot hear when you have the headphones blaring.
Yeah.
You can't be like, man, if it wasn't that loud, I would have won. Like everyone will just laugh at you. Like that's not a legitimate
Yeah.
complaint. So I think we should start implementing it where it's over the crowd, because I think people enjoy it. People when they're watching the stream
If we
at
want this to
Evo,
be again, if we want this to become more of a spectator thing, then yes, that's just the way it's
I
gonna end up
I
being.
don't want it to be more of a spectator thing. I just want it to be better.
You just want it to be better.
Better for spectators, but also
Okay, well, I mean, that's a pipe dream, like at this point, because let's face it, it's going for viewership at this point.
I know.
And yeah, if
I
you're
can
gonna
dream.
if you want teams and all these things, that's what comes with all of that. That's what's gonna happen. I guess we should answer questions because
Yeah.
we only got like 10 minutes left, I think. We
At
got a bunch of
Mage
questions.
asks, 5 years from now, Capcom Cup will still be around. Do you see it growing or stagnating? I think it's quite a bit.
I think it's gonna grow. It's just gonna they're gonna need obviously they're gonna need to release another game. I mean, it's pretty blatantly obvious. That's
Yes.
gonna have to happen.
They have to do it, but I don't know if they.
Before
can.
you go on to another question, Druid Mage also asks, be
Oh, I don't have
honest.
the tweets up. Who cares?
It's fine. Be honest. The most fun you had at TFC was watching the Giants game at the bar.
Did you watch Giants game this morning?
I watched one of them. Actually, yeah, I didn't get a chance to really watch anything. I watched the Royals Oils game because I had already set up and I had nothing else to do. But the Giants games were like on the days I was streaming, so I couldn't really watch it, unfortunately. I did catch a little bit of it.
At Scottbox64 asks, do you think Canada Cup could become a CPT event? Like, why doesn't Canada have a CPT event? You'd have to talk to the TOs. I think they'd have to talk to Capcom about that. I don't know how it works.
At this point, I don't think it's that hard to become a CPT
No, yeah,
event
they have
anymore.
a bunch of them in like Europe and Southeast Asia, and they have like 2 in Brazil. I think
You might
so,
not
like,
be a like I think TFC was a special event. Like it was the winner got to go.
Yeah,
Like
straight up.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get anything like that again until the event, until Capcom Pro Tour, because there's been so many events like that, and a lot of people have already qualified. And I think if they do any more, then it's just like all those people that have points are gonna kind of start getting mad. I think.
I think the point system how it is it's really flawed in that there's so many events that you can have a fuck ton of points, and it's just like, okay,
Look
like,
at Luffy. He just has like a million points.
I have a fucking a billion points.
And he won Evo, so he's like doesn't care.
But I think it's like I think it was Evo 2012 where it had the same situation, or Evo 2013, where the point system was just so out of whack because there's so many events they had that Evo qualifiers.
Oh yeah, that's
think
right.
it
It
was
was
Evo
like 2 years.
2012.
Yeah, it was 2012.
Because every fucking event had Evo points. Every single event.
Yeah,
It had
because
it
I
was
had
like
Evo points that
regionals,
year. I
like-
had Evo points that year. I got my points. I got top
I've
16.
never gotten
I got
Evo
top
points.
16 at Northwest Majors, and I got seated in my pool,
Never gotten Evo points.
and I had nobody in my pool because of that.
But like everyone had points, so it didn't matter. Like I didn't care that I didn't have points because I was probably better seated than people who had like 2 points. Because there's so many points. The people with 2 points are being seated with people with fucking a million points.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to be seated with them. I'll just be seated with some bumfuck who has like 30 points, and then I'll just be him, And that's how it happened for like 2 years in a row. Like I was never seated, but I would always have like not that great of players in my pool. Besides my first year, I had actually really good players in my pool.
Yeah.
But
My first year, I had hella players in my pool because it was 100 and it was the year that it was like 100 and like 8-man pools or whatever.
yeah.
That's before they started doing 16-man brackets. So that was fun waiting 4 hours for a match. Clawmaster says, "Do you think the Giants have a good chance of winning the World Series? and which team would you like to play? I think we're playing Kansas City if we get to the World Series because they have not lost a postseason game yet. They're 8-0, which is ridiculous.
I don't
I'm
care.
sorry, 7-0.
Niners won.
Niners won. I think if somebody beats Kansas City, then somebody's just got to beat Kansas City. That's it. Dang Mang asks, who do you consider world champ, winner of Evo or Capcom Cup?
Evo.
Evo? I think so. Just because everybody has a chance to enter Evo.
Yeah.
And not everybody has a
Literally
chance.
the world championship.
Yeah, it's the
Being
world.
the Capcom champion is different from the world champion. Just it's like different champions. You
Yeah.
know, one's the world heavyweight title. The other's like the American heavyweight title.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know how to describe it. They're both international.
They're both international stuff.
What's the website for the current Capcom Pro Tour standings?
It should just be CapcomProTour.com.
Yeah, okay.
I think so.
Someone was asking. I'm gonna.
It should just be. You should just be able to
Send
Google
the link.
search or whatever Capcom Pro Tour.
I sent them to a really hardcore German porn site, Capcom Pro Tour something. What? I just misspelled something.
Did you already? 2P Scottbox asks, "What's your favorite FGC shirt that you own?"
Oh,
Is it the one that you're wearing?
no,
No.
no one
Wow,
knows this
blow
is my shirt.
Rip Marvelous Customs.
Rip.
They haven't done anything in a while. Unfortunate.
Rip.
Everybody's just been busy though. Anyways, what's your favorite?
I do love this shirt though. It might be my orange Evo shirt or my KOF shirt.
Orange Evo shirt? Are you kidding me?
Everyone hates that. I wear it all the time.
It's the pumpkin patch shirt.
Yeah, I wear it all the time. I wear that one a lot,
You
and
actually do wear it all the time.
I wear my KOF shirt a lot.
Your
The one with
big titty
my
ones?
big titties,
Yeah.
and I love it because it has big titties on it. That's it.
My favorite shirt is
Option select as well. Frozen reminds
Why
me.
can I never remember
No
the
one
name of
has
the
that one
shirt?
but me.
It was my Fraudbuster shirt from Hungry Human. You can't buy it anymore, but the reason why I like it so much is that it looks awesome. It glows in the dark, and Larry personally gave it to me. He said, "Pick any shirt you want," and I picked that shirt, and I think that's really cool.
Danny RG.
I also like all of my Hacker Fight shirts too, which I'm wearing right now. I actually have 5 of them.
Asks. RGD714 asks, got anything special planned for the 100th episode? Yes.
Yes, we do. We have plenty of
we
things.
do.
We have we have something that you guys have been waiting for a really long time. We have another thing that you guys are gonna think is hilarious, which one of you guys will be able to get a hold of.
Are we giving that away?
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
We're
shit.
giving it away for
Okay.
sure.
I'll make
Yeah.
sure it's good then. I'll make sure it's high quality.
Yeah, we're giving that away for sure.
Yeah, we haven't worked out all the details yet, but rest assured, it will be special.
Well, I plowed through these questions in like 4 minutes.
Plow through them, Harrison.
If you guys have any questions, you can send them to that.
This is the last one I had for mine. I didn't get any more.
Dylan Jones asks, who would win, an oily Hakan or a juiced up Bane? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Because like Bane wouldn't be able to hug him. Because he would just like.
But Bane's more of a. He doesn't hug. He back breaks. He wouldn't be able to back break. He wouldn't be able to do that. Can't do that to Hakan.
He has like no back. It's just like.
Just oil.
I don't know.
You just slither through him. That's a good question. Hakan can just squeeze him so hard that he flies out of his grip, and that would hurt him. But you can't you can punch him. I would honestly say.
Oh yeah, Bane could just punch him. Like
Bane,
he doesn't.
Because he could just punch the shit out of him.
Yeah, he could just punch him.
He can like drop kick him. He drop kicks. So, yeah.
Like what does Hakan do? He's like scratches people.
Does this?
And then does crouch medium punch? He like slaps him away. Like he literally all of his buttons. He just slaps people. That's all he does. He just slaps people.
Everyone's saying Hakan would body Bane. You know, there's arguments. I think Bane's dropkick would plow the fuck out of Hakan personally. Then again, Hakan gets hit with plasma and it's just fine.
Yeah.
So, do you have any more questions?
I have no more questions.
I do not have any questions either.
Do you have a Hanzo story?
I do. I have quite a long one though.
Good, because we have time.
Okay. So as I told you earlier, I was at my brother's wedding this past weekend, and it was in Washington. It is important that's in Washington because this story travels elsewhere. So I wasn't drunk, I don't think, because I still remember everything, but I did down a bottle of champagne, and that's when things started going south, because it was like time to leave the reception. So all my brother's rugby friends were um like leaving, and they're like, "Hey, we're all going to this bar," and they said this to me and my middle brother who didn't get married, and we're like, "Cool, let's go." And they're like, "Hey, are you coming out?" Yeah. And like, "Do you need a ride?" I'm like, "Yes, I do not have a car." They're like, "Okay, get in this car." I'm like, "Okay." So I get in this car, and these two people I don't know, some chick and a guy, and well, I'm talking to them. They're talking about Game of Thrones or something. So I'm like, "Blah, Game of Thrones." So I end up at my brother's really good friend's house, Tim's house, and he's like, "Hey, just go walk to the bar. It's 4 blocks away." I was like, "Okay." So it's me and this guy walking 4 blocks to this bar. Turned out to be like 30 blocks because like there's nowhere inside. When Google it, it's like 30 blocks. I'm like, okay, let's just walk there, I guess. So I walked there. Mind you, that my phone's dead. So if I get lost, and I don't have my wallet, just because I left.
Why are
it
you
at-
walking to the bar with no
So
money?
okay, so no, it factors in. So I didn't realize I didn't have my wallet because I was in my hotel. So we get to the bar. We walk through the ghetto of Portland. We're in Portland now,
A
by the
ghetto
way.
Portland? There's a ghetto Portland.
Yes. And we walked through it. And so I was like, okay, whatever. It's fine. So we get to this bar. I go in. Hey, rugby buddies are they're all there. So I'm like, oh, cool. So I go and like try and get a beer. And they're like, hey, do you have your ID? I'm like, no, I don't. I really don't have my ID, nor do I have my wallet. I'm like, okay, you can't be in here then. I'm like, you're right. I cannot be in here. So like I walked outside and I was like, well, I'm in the middle of Portland. I do not have my phone or any money. So I guess I'll just wait outside. So I was just sitting there on the bench, and so I start to walk toward a gas station to see if I can't do anything, and I see my brother, and my brother I didn't see at all, and he's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?" I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "I blacked out and I woke up over here." I was like, "Oh, well, that's fortunate we met." And he's like, "Yeah, my phone's dying." I was like, "Oh, that's not good." So he's like, "Yeah, I'll call a ride." So he calls a ride, but while we're waiting, the bouncer comes out and saying we can't stand near the bar because I don't have an ID. So my brother tries to fight the bouncer. So I had to like, hey, don't fight the guy, and because like we're in Portland, I don't want to get arrested. And so we had to deal with that. And my brother's story was he blacked out before we like any mention of Portland happened, like well before, like an hour before the reception ended. So he started doing keg stands on the keg headstands while drinking, and he blacked out hard. And then he woke up in Portland, and just walked around the corner, and he saw me. Like that's his story. Like, hey, how's it going? And apparently, no one knew where I was the entire time. My family thought I was kidnapped and were trying to find me, and they like thought I wandered away and just kept walking or something. So they drove around the neighborhood calling my name the entire time. I'm like, no, I was in Portland. So I was in a different state. So my brother blacked out in one state and ended up in another state, which is funny.
What the fuck?
So we get in. So my uncle comes picks us up, and that's the end. But like, yeah,
That's the end? Wow.
that's it.
That's it. Wow.
That was an actual story.
That was an actual story.
Yeah,
It had an
see?
ending to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody that that helped me out during TFC. All the
Yay.
people that said they enjoyed the show and said hi to me. Thank you guys.
It's always nice.
If you guys want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow me at Harrison SBA. You can follow Honzo Gonzo at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys don't want to follow either of us because we think we both suck, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/IPLAYWINNER for all your FGC news and when we go live and all that other cool stuff. Of course, facebook.com/IPLAYWINNER and more importantly, youtube.com/IPLAYWINNER where you guys can like this video and comment on the video. And Honzo might actually read your comments this time. He probably won't because I tell him
You
every
say
fucking
that
week
every
to do.
I always mean to do it too. I'm like, I'm gonna do this, but I forget my Google password or something. I'm like, fuck this, and I'll just like go to sleep. I'm like, it's like 3 a.m.
If you guys want to check out any of the other previous shows, you can go to iPhonewinner.com go to the podcast section, and every show is there in YouTube or MP3 format. And I'm pretty sure that's the end of the show. Next week, 100th episode of the show. We have been around for officially 2 years. That's a long time. 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah.
All right. Back it up.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's see if I fucked this up. Do I just click it?
Yeah, just click it.